okay, baby. Just tell me your problems. I'll try my best to kiss them all away your head. Does it leave you when you need him most? Does his friends get all your time? Baby, please, I'm on my knees, praying for day that you'll be mine. But my love is all I have to give. You are the eye to me. I wish I could give my love to you. But love is all I have, is all that I have.
My mom had always suggested to me, you know, a while ago when I was in high school, you know, why don't you put like a group together, you know, maybe try to form your own band. And there was other groups that were out at the time, like New Kids and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, I wasn't really sure if a group was really like the right type of scene for me.
I've known Howie for about 10 years. Him and I met at a thing called the Latin Carnival back in Orlando, which is for all the Latino talent in all of Orlando. And both Howie and I are both Latin, so we entered the contest, and I did a 45-minute one-man show, and I beat Howie. And by beating him, we became friends. And we just hit it off really well, and we kept seeing each other at all kinds of auditions. It was like inevitable. You see the same faces wherever you go, especially if you're in the same city. And then we kept seeing Nick, and you know, the three of us kind of vibe, you know, and we became really good friends. Started singing together off and on, you know, started a little trio, and got signed to, you know, small independent label back in Orlando. And our manager at the time wanted to add some more members to make the group whole. So we found Kevin, who was working at Disney at the time, apropos. And then Kevin brought us his cousin Brian.
So he called me, and the rest is history. That was April 20th of '93.
We've been through a lot together. 6 years. Nick was 13. When we first got started, he was this tall. Now he's as big, almost bigger than I am.
Being the fact that I grew up, you know, with them from the age 13 and up, you know, it's been just, you know, there's so many things that I guess, you know, a teenager can go through, you know, and they've been there for me. And, you know, we fight like brothers. You know, basically that's what we are. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're so tight. And, you know, Kevin says it to this day, destiny brought us together.
Most of the fellas are doing their thing, and I'm getting ready to do my thing. Are you Jenny?
Yeah.
I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you.
you.
This is the Claremont Riding Academy right here in Manhattan. You got a stable right in the middle of New York City.
The only one.
Yeah? The only one?
Yep.
My brother was actually the equestrian out of our family. He started in 4-H, and when I was younger, I used to be in 4-H and used to go on trail rides and stuff. But it's been a while since I've ridden it. Well, I borrowed some chaps. They're a little tight, aren't they?
That's good.
Yeah?
Tight, yeah. If anyone get rough.
This tight?
Yeah.
We'll see if I can walk up these stairs. So, what are we gonna do now?
We're gonna go pick out a horse for you to ride.
Okay.
And then bring him down and have a little ride around in here before we go out to the park.
Sounds great.
Great.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's go.
When we do get a day off and when we're in a cool place that has a lot to offer like New York, I mean, there's tons of things to do. So, I mean, whenever we go overseas, I always go and check out the restaurants, and we'll all get together and maybe go play some basketball somewhere or stuff like that. You have a nice horse in here that I can ride?
Very nice.
Very gentle, nice, cool, mellow. Oh, that's what I need right there. Ah, what's his name?
Trigger.
Trigger. The first big horse I remember having, his name was Amos. I was like 5 years old, and my little girlfriend lived next door. We used to play together all the time. I used to get some feed and stick it through the fence, and he'd come over and eat out of my hand. I'd climb up on the fence and just hop on his back, me and her, and we'd just sit on his back while he walked around and grazed all day. My mom said she used to look out the kitchen window and see us out there riding on him.
You want to just walk them around to me? Just get used to them before we go out?
We used to ride bareback and play cowboys and Indians on our little ponies all the time. And you're riding bareback and you get going real good, you're off. You just fall off. So we used to fall off our horses all the time. I think he's warmed up and loose. You ready to go to the park, Trigger? Yeah? All right. Let's go to the park. Dodging traffic in Manhattan on horseback. I miss just sitting around thinking, wonder what I'm gonna do today, but with everything comes sacrifice, but we're having a great time. I'm having a great time. But I do miss the free time. Hi! Oh, I love the Lone Ranger. Yeah, Lone Ranger and Tonto. I used to watch that on TV, and I'd wear the mask around the house, and I used to pretend I was Zorro all the time when I was little. All right, check it out. We're going on the bridle path right now. It's 2.2 miles, and it's around the reservoir here in Central Park. So let's do it. But yeah, this is a lot different than riding out in the countryside in Kentucky. Got great scenery. I mean, riding in the country, you just, got hills and grass and stuff to look at. Now you got like trees and grass and the reservoir and then the Manhattan skyline in the background, so that's pretty incredible. Riding in the park on a lovely day. I think we're ready to head back home now, aren't we, Trigger? Yeah, he doesn't want to stop, see? So we're going. Bye-bye. Come on.